Absolutely. And unfortunately, a little bit of delay on our broadcast this morning. Our apologies for that, but Cornerstone already on the board with a goal in about the 3rd minute. So, Cornerstone already looking at his own 1-0. So this drive right here, throw it, we see, goes straight into the box, and then corner cleared there by Cornerstone.
Yeah, the goal came pretty quick for the Gold Eagles on Cornerstone. They're out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and they are the navy blue team, and in really white are the Huntington Foresters.
Another project looks to possibly clear out of there. That's what they get done. It's the Foresters back on defense. Great job here. A little bit of that ball, and they're going to get going. Looks like the not getting past the way they're like Foresters fall back. They would go there towards the box.
Cornerstone pretty much has been controlling the game here early on, but the Foresters right now got it in the zone where they want.
The Cornerstone team actually had a quite different team. Over 500 winning record last season. Made their conference tournament. Did celebrate first round exit to a very talented Orange next one. That was also number 23. She did come off in a little bump there. Tried to move around there. He tells us that. Set back to the defender and right into the chest of the Forester. Now we're going to see a drive. 2 girls on her. Another interception. That was one thing that was a big one for the boys last year. Try to get an interception. The ball was out right there. We do have a first only in the second season.
Turnovers are key in any sport, but I believe soccer is one of the sports where you really just need to turn the ball over too many times throughout the game. You need to keep the possession inside your half the field.
Just that could have been good. Right across the line, leading to an open corner shot out there, but the ref is calling that it was off the play. Gold Eagles, of course, looking for it very quickly. And unfortunately, right now, the Foresters are having issues parking the box.
Gold Eagles going to head down the night for the concentrate down.
We're not like that all day. Players need to throw a lot of three more back. He's actually quite a few risks somewhere instead of running way out. The Foresters concentrate here with right off of her. But no luck for their team. It's a good team. There are 4 defenders getting in the middle line right now. The Foresters, they're having trouble getting a fast break. That ball's going to be back wide open pass. They're going to clear that one up. The Foresters are on a run here. Foresters ball, she was offside. It's unfortunate break there for the Foresters. Thought they had a good hook there, but the offside call will come from them.
They have the numbers downfield as well. I think there's only 3 or 4 teams downfield. Pretty rare break when you have to have numbers downfield. Offside zone.
Now ball is set into Italusa. She's going to send that one back to the goal. Actually, here we go. We have another one here. Goaltender gets back. He's going to take a shot here. Big old stutter shot. And that's going to be a great save there by the goaltender for the Golden Eagles.
Had a little bit of spin on it, but it went right to the end of the goalkeeper.
She did kind of stop there. She knew she had time. She's not here anymore. She was trying that she took too much time to overanalyze that shot. But she got it off nonetheless. Good shot.
Not a ton of action so far for her, but that was a great save to keep that one up.
Every game is a sport when you're trying to defend yourself and you perform at the next level. And that's where she's alive. Grab your jacket.
Right, when you're on JV, it's really interesting to see that's not going to be good. You're ready for the next step. There's a reinforced position. Basically, that's how right now, here's that 1-0. Gold Eagles with an early goal. So you'll stop the screen. Right now, they're going to have to play some better offense. Unfortunately, they're not getting very many goals. Not very many. So, in this division, at 20 minutes, they're going to play a good year right now. Slight break in action. We will take it with them. First block is Brian Walker. Walker moving right back here.
Looks like it's going.
Second half.
This is how we like to do it.
Hello and welcome back into King Track and Field Stadium. Apologies about the audio there, but we're going to do a couple Kings through the first game of the year. Right now, after the half, the Golden Eagles still holding on to a 1-0 lead as the Foresters look to possibly get the evener here, or the equalizer, and attempt to tie this game up. Many of these girls knowing that this is their first collegiate game and the importance and the weight that holds on to it.
Kind of have a back and forth battle going on. Doesn't show on the scoreboard right now, but in terms of how both teams have been playing, it's been pretty even back and forth. Again, the Golden Eagles got the early goal within the first 5 minutes or so, and they've held on to that lead with some good defensive play. And
Carissa Budrick there kind of kept the ball inbounds shockingly as Butter grabs it again. Great stop by her, keeping that ball inbounds, and unfortunately the Golden Eagles do grab it back. Now here comes Shepard. She's going to take the ball up. She has a great look there. Gets right between the referee and that defender. Sends that one in to Adams. Adams looking for something. That's going to be knocked off there by the Foresters.
Cornerstone's going to have a corner kick here as it was off of Huntington defender. Nice play by Golden Eagles there to make sure they retain possession.
Hannah Lusserman is going to send this one in. Now, interestingly, here comes Taylor Adams, and she's not going to take that one. Long kick there, and oh, what a save by the Foresters, and oh my goodness! The Foresters with a great goal stand. The goaltender did fall down, but 3 Forester defenders in the back of the net kept it from crossing the line. Oh my goodness.
I think we may have just had the save of the year on
week
day one.
Day one, not even week one, day one. What a great save there by the Foresters.
It wasn't even by the goalkeeper. I believe that's number 20 there for the Foresters. What a play on the one-legged save. Apparently that ball did not cross the line. Now we have something cooking for the Foresters here.
A big momentum shift there. They're going to send that one back to the goaltender. They're going to send it above. Foresters right there with it. I thought for sure that crossed the line. I couldn't quite tell from my angle, but the official said it did not cross. A couple of Cornerstone girls kind of looked down like, are you kidding me? And here comes the Foresters yet again. Wide open look here. Here comes the Foresters, and a good defense there by the Golden Eagles, keeping that one up, and the goaltender is going to grab it. That is Hope Steedwick, the sophomore goaltender. So one thing you're interesting here from the Golden Eagles, their coach, Randy Stetwer, is being he's switching these young goalies out quite frequently. I think that's his 3rd goalie so far this game, just making sure they have that game experience that comes. Here comes again another interception there by the Foresters. A little shove off there from the Golden Eagles. As Hannah Hedler has that one. She's going to send that one up. Just missed it. The Foresters looking for something yet again. That one's going to be set up to Quarter. Quarter's going to kick that one back. Sent in. Here comes the Foresters yet again. As Quarter goes to charge, but just misses it. Now Adams has the ball. Adams is going to be kicked out, and now that'll be off on the Foresters. That was off number 26, Laura Casito. Now the Golden Eagles have it. That's Maya Bork. She's going to send that one up. The Foresters have it yet again. Kicked around there. Foresters have it. Another, just a light tap there, but the Eagles were right there to have it. Foresters get the ball back.
Sanderson here on the right side. She's going to get the pass there. She's going to charge it. Here comes Sanderson with a one-on-one. The defense is there. Adams right there. She's going to send that one off. Going for the assist. Does not quite have it. A little bit of a jersey grab there. Not called.
Ball just wasn't going fast enough for the Foresters there and allowed the Golden Eagles to catch up and kind of set up on defense really nicely. Now they had possession for a second. The Foresters get it back.
Absolutely, as we see what the Foresters can do. Kind of messing around with the defense here. Grabbing it. They're going to send that one back. Kind of keeping a little try-pass pattern here. Just trying to find an open lane. But like I said before, this Golden Eagles defense has been suffering for the Foresters today. That one's going to be sent out here. Kicked way up. Golden Eagles still looking for something, trying just to get this game. I mean, a 2-0, almost sometimes even you consider a 2-0 loss in soccer a blowout from time to time, just based on how much shots are on goal and everything. So another goal here for the Golden Eagles could be a dagger.
Sometimes in soccer you can kind of tell if opponent is a lot better than the other in terms of time of possession and who's really dominating the ball and keeping it on their side. And both sides right now, it's awesome for the Foresters to see as they get it close. Something might be cooking for the Foresters here.
And a great kick there. That one's just going to sail right over the net.
What I was talking about earlier is time of possession, meaning say if the Golden Eagles had the ball for the majority of the game and kept it in the Forester zone and was constantly attacking that 2-0 lead, may just look like 2 goals, but it could be a significant difference for the Foresters. But it looks like it's pretty even in terms of that. So really encouraging to see that from the first game of the year for the JV squad.
I hope Sedgwick sends that one out. The Foresters have it again. No luck, though, yet again. Maybe something, and another pass stolen there from the Foresters. That one's going to be sent up. The Golden Eagles looking for something. Now Kylie Adams takes a charge on that ball. No luck there.
Slide tackle.
And a slide tackle. Riley Vanderberg went down there. And now a free kick coming from Maya Bork. Or Borke, my apologies. Sent up there. Kicked way in, and that's going to be an easy stop for the Foresters.
Doesn't get much easier than that for the goalkeeper. Ball just kind of slipped through and right into the goalkeeper's hand.
Now a little turnaround there. Just like I said, the Foresters just have had to play a bunch of defense today. They're just not getting the looks they need to try to get a goal and get the equalizer. Now here's a throw-in from the Foresters. That one goes in. Goes almost straight to the Golden Eagles. They hesitated just a little bit, and it gave a Forester a perfect opportunity to run in there and grab that. That's headed. And here comes the Golden Eagles yet again. Sends it through the legs of a Forester. Just kicked off there of Borque's legs. And that one's going to go to Adams. I think she might take a shot here. She will not. She'll try to get the assist. Send that one over to Visor. Visor takes that over. Back to Adams. Adams with a nice corner look here. That was going to be sent in. And another great save there.
Forester defense doing everything they can to keep that ball out of the net. They're doing a pretty good job so far throughout the day. Only a couple chances for the Golden Eagles, but offensively we need to get it going a little bit before this game's over.
100%. Now here comes the Foresters yet again. Now looking for another good look. That's Cotter with the ball. She's going to kick that up a little bit. It's going to be sent over. And just a miss. Now Here comes the pass again. That one's going to be sent straight up there to Adams. Adams sends that to, well, Adams. And the Foresters looking for it. They're going to kick that one back. Great defense there by the Foresters. Looking for anything, quite honestly. They're just trying to get this ball out of their zone and let that defense rest. Sarah Disbro playing middle defender there, doing an excellent job.
Golden Eagles are owning this third quarter of the game here. Really not giving the Foresters offense any chance. It's been all Golden Eagles this quarter.
And like you said before, the time of possession really is a dominating factor in the game of soccer. And a 1-0 win is nice and all, but when you hold the ball for a majority of the game, a 1-0 win means a lot more. It just means that you kept the defense. You let the defense take a nap in the backfield per se. And that seems almost what the Golden Eagles are doing. It's just as the Foresters could not seem to get the ball past the midline. A great shot there. That was going to be, and that's a goal! What a kick there! That was a wonderful goal by the Golden Eagles. She just launched that thing right over the goaltender's head.
That was a missile.
And what a great celebration from the Golden Eagles. You can tell that they're happy. That was probably that girl's first collegiate goal. And the goaltender runs all the way to midfield to congratulate her. If I'm correct, that was number 13, Hannah Lucerman. And that is correct. She is a freshman defender, 5'8", from Holland, Michigan, with her first collegiate goal. And what a great one it was.
Wow, congratulations to her. She hit a scorcher over the head of the Huntington Foresters goalkeeper there. That was a really nice shot.
Unfortunately, Hart could just not jump high enough for that one, and that was she might have even intended that to be a pass. But I just love the sportsmanship from the Eagles there, just making sure that she feels appreciated. And, that has to be a memorable experience. Getting your first collegiate goal.
Whether it was a pass or a shot, good things happen when you put the ball on the net, especially in soccer. And sometimes it's the only way that you can create those goals is hoping you can just try to get a rebound off of the goalie. Absolutely. But I believe it was a shot there.
Now Adams has the ball. She's going to clear that one out. And that's also something interesting that I've always thought about as just kind of a casual sports observer. Is look at like hockey, for example, another the other big sport with a net. The goaltender with just his pads alone takes about the entire net. When you're playing soccer, you're about 0.5% of the net, and that's why you got to feel bad for these goalies on these PKs. They never know what to do as an offsides call there comes from the Foresters.
Right,
it's unfortunate.
It's not an easy job for the goaltenders.
To
try to cover so much room in that net.
That's why those four defenders are very important. We saw that a little bit ago when the Foresters had, three girls in the back who all probably could have been credited for a save there. Just keeping the ball, and here comes a free kick. That one's sent up. It's going to bounce around here. Foresters send that one back yet again. I think it's a little risky at this point for the Foresters. I think they need to start being a little bit more aggressive and trying to forward the ball towards the net. And unfortunately, the other bad thing is almost every time they've gotten a look, they've suffered an offsides penalty, which is something that comes with the inexperience of a JV team, especially a young freshman JV team. But I've talked to a couple of my friends around campus, and they said this women's team does have a lot of potential, a great recruiting class, and a second-year coach finally get his footing in.
Right, and as you said earlier, it's just kind of like a farm system, like in baseball or hockey. They have these minor leagues, so these players can kind of groom that are raw or new and coming in, and who knows, maybe they will groom themselves to be a really good soccer player even this year. I mean, who knows? If you have a ton of freshmen on your team, you never know who really is going to outperform who. And there could be somebody on the varsity roster that might get sent down, or maybe a JV girl is going to come up on the varsity roster and make a big impact. You just never know, and that's the importance of the quote-unquote farm system of any sport.
And even, when you look at it, we've seen it quite a few times in college football, and especially the NFL, what are called draft bust or recruiting bust, where, you think you infamously, guys like Ryan Leaf, Johnny Manziel, just guys who you thought were going to be the next big thing, and just nothing happened. And so that's another important part of this JV system, whereas unfortunately you can kind of fine-tooth comb pick the people who might not have the chance to unfortunately go to that varsity spot. But it's good to know that before you're getting blown out in a in a varsity game in the tournament with a new goalkeeper.
Right, and when you call somebody up for maybe an injury on the varsity roster, say somebody got hurt and you have to call up a JV member. Well, the JV member, it's not like they've been sitting around and doing nothing. They've been practicing when they're not playing, and they've been conditioning, and they're ready to go. So there might be some adrenaline and nerves going through, but nonetheless, they're ready to go right away, and that's the beauty of having a JV squad.
And as I said before, this Forester squad, definitely a young squad looking for their identity, if you will, and that's what's going to be really important for the coach of this team coming up here, just trying to make sure he – and also, if you're a Forester soccer fan watching this, you're kind of looking at the future, per se, and that one's going to be sent in, and can't quite tell who has it. And the Foresters lose it again. She almost trips over the ball there. She gets that one sent off. That one's going to go out of bounds as we wait for a throw-in from the Foresters.
It's not a lot of great opportunities for the Foresters right now in the third quarter. Golden Eagles doing a really good job defensively, but not only on their offense as well, who's been keeping it on their side. Foresters looking to push, see if they can try to cut the lead in half.
She sends that one back. She's going to kick that one and try to get the pass, but just tipped off, unfortunately, which will cause a Cornerstone Golden Eagle throw-in. And that throw-in will go. And the Golden Eagles not letting off the gas. That one's going to be sent up towards midfield. Forester's right there to grab it. Now, this is the opportunity. The defenders are pretty close up. If you can get somebody on a break here, Foresters can get back into this game. And there it might be. She can't go off sides. She's going to run after it. Of course, Golden Eagle right on her, and that one's just going to go wide left. Now, did that tip the goaltender's fingers? Will that be a corner kick or a goal kick? And I think they're going to go with the goal kick. They are. So that one just went left on its own, unfortunately. And as you mentioned before, those nerves, that might have, you're looking at the goal. This is all new for you. You had a off season because of the COVID-19 protocols that was longer than normal for these freshmen, unfortunately. The good thing is for these freshmen, they obviously are in a fall sport, so they did not get their season cut short. However, it's a lot of challenges coming to fall athletics this year.
Well, that was a good call by you, Carson, who's right on cue. You were just talking about if they could have somebody break through. And Foresters did have somebody break through, and they got a good shot on it, just went over the crossbar.
Now Wells has that ball. She's going to look for something. Forester's kind of standing in the goal box a little bit. Not exactly where I want to be if I'm a Forester. Now here we go. We're going to look that one. That one's going to be sent in there. That one's going to be kicked out, and here comes a goal kick. Or my apologies, a throw-in. That throw-in's going to come from Lucy Bover, a sophomore defender from Zeeland, Michigan. She'll send that one. And actually, they switched it real fast, and there is Browver. She's going to send that one back to Adams. Now, Taylor Adams has this one. She's just going to go for it. She might just shoot one here. She has plenty of daylight, but she will not. She will send that one over to Alyssa Visor. Visor sending that one over to Dodge. Dodge sends that one in, and another pretty simple save there for VAR on the Foresters. Or Har, my apologies.
Cornerstone, again, just keeping the ball in the Foresters' defensive zone. Something that they've done really well all day, and it shows on the scoreboard. Just keeping opportunities there, making sure the Foresters don't have any chance to go on the other half of the field.
As that ball was in the air, we hit the 2-minute mark in this third quarter, so the Foresters will have about another 20-minute quarter to attempt to try to get a couple of goals on the board and possibly leave with a tie today, if not grab a third one and leave with a victory. But this defense is going to need to be strong as well for that to happen. That one's just going to be knocked down. The Foresters obviously just wanted to throw in, kind of calm things down, get that defender off her back.
I think the main goal right now is just to try to knock that first goal of the season out of the way. Sometimes the first goal is the hardest goal of the season to make because you're new, haven't really played with each other before. Everybody is just getting accustomed to how each other plays. All of these players obviously were really good high school players, and it might be a different role for them. Maybe somebody who was scoring a ton in high school and now their new role is playing a different position or have a different role on the team. So getting that first goal out of the way really is a big relief.
And one thing that you always have to keep account of as well is something that when your article last year on former Forester freshman Eric Sexton, when he said, I have to adjust to the speed of the game. And that's something you hear from athletes at every level, from athletes moving to middle school to high school, all the way from, Heisman Trophy winners moving into the NFL. The speed of the game picks up at every level, and the talent pool gets a lot better. And I think I heard it from another sportscaster. I cannot think of his name off the top of my head, but he said it pretty well when, you go to high school, you're probably the best of 2-3 great players. You go to college, you're a little bit smaller, a little good player, especially right along, unless your name's Trevor Lawrence or something. And then when you go to the pros, then you're the smallest fish in the biggest pond, and it just becomes, and that's what these girls have to adjust to at this level.
Right, and Caleb Sexton, like you were talking about before, was a huge impact as a freshman last year on a really good Forester squad last year, and just talking to him, saying it's really tough to adjust to the speed of the game. Sexton was coming off of a really good season with Jackson High School, a decent soccer team in Michigan, and he was the all-time leading goal scorer, comes to HU and kind of replicates that as a freshman, but still, nonetheless, you got to really catch up to all the other players because now you're getting the best talent from every high school almost in the country, pretty much in the Midwest here in Huntington, but now you're getting more internationals.
All right, and with a short break before the fourth quarter, we will take a quick break. After the break, we'll see what the Foresters can do. Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, FDN Sports. And welcome back to King Track and Field Stadium. Carson Watkins joined by Ryan Walker here. And in the fourth quarter here of this JV match, a crucial one for this Forester squad and the Golden Eagle squad, as the Foresters attempt to try to get an equalizer, if not another goal for morale purposes, if not trying to go for 3 goals in 20 minutes and take a W here. But as the Golden Eagles try to keep their offensive tempo up and keep the ball off of their side of the field and take a victory here.
It's a big day for Huntington athletics here. Obviously, we had varsity men and women's soccer team scrimmage earlier today, our first official matchup of the year for the JV soccer girls. But we also had HU men's tennis. They were taking on Goshen and St. Francis starting at 1 o'clock. Women's tennis is doing the same thing, taking on Goshen and St. Francis at 1 o'clock in Fort Wayne. And volleyball kicks off tonight at Spring Arbor at 3 o'clock. So right off the bat, we've got a conference game for the women's volleyball team and for both men's and women's tennis teams. So good luck to them. They should be still playing right now, so hopefully they're taking a couple wins and getting off to good starts to the season.
Absolutely. Women's volleyball first serve at 7 o'clock tonight in Spring Arbor, Michigan. And due to COVID-19 protocols, the NAIA pretty much canceled conference games except for in JV. It's why Cornerstone, who is a member of the Wolverine Hoosier Conference.
The WAC.
The WAC, that's exactly what I've always liked it, I'm not going to lie. I think it's pretty
really
fun.
Cool.
And we won the WAC championship,
Yeah.
you know.
It's kind of whack.
It kind of is, but we're back here. We're back here as another charge there and another goaltender shift for the Foresters, and that's what both teams look to be, just trying out all their goaltenders, or goalkeepers, my apologies. And Riley Voss comes in for her first collegiate game. Foresters setting this one up.
Foresters just looking to keep the ball down in the Cornerstone Eagles' defensive end to try to get that first goal of the season. Talked about a little bit before in the last quarter. But to even try to win this game, you got to, well, this might be a good start to it.
And here comes the Foresters, another kick, and that one's just going to sail wide right. You know, in practice this week, the Foresters may have to do a little bit of practice just on these fast breaks. I think one thing that it scared me, I know that much, you know, feeling a defender like right on your back, it would obviously take your focus away. As here comes a free kick from the goalkeeper.
Like we were saying before, it's not that these players are rusty. They've been practicing together, but it's a lot different practicing and being in a game. And if you're an athlete, you can relate to this. It's not just going to be great from the get-go. You could have a really good week of practicing, and as soon as you step on the field and as soon as the horn sounds, you might have no idea how these players are playing.
And also due to social distancing protocols, this practice has been a little bit different so far, so adjusting to that as well, it's just a triple-headed monster, if you will.
Huntington University doing a really good job, though, at keeping the mask mandate going on across campus and making sure the athletes are aware of some of the decisions that they could make on the weekends, especially for Labor Day weekend.
And here comes the Golden Eagles yet again. They're going to go for this one. Great ball handling there. Sends that one back in. Will she take it? She will, and that'll be a nice save there by Voss.
Nice one-handed save there from Voss.
And let's just give a big shout out to our producer, Dora Harris. On a hot day, she's coming in with the cold water. Jewel Harris, my apologies. Just a little misunderstanding on my part. But she's coming in with the ice-cold waters today, as we're going to see a corner kick here. And Cornerstone's not even going to send that one into the box. They're just going to take it right there. And Adams has the ball there. She's going to kick. That one's going to be kicked away, clear from the Forester zone. Now that one's be kicked in again. The Forester defense really is going to have to clear it here. And there it is. Perfect call. That one's going to be sent over here. The Foresters still looking to get into their zone. In the first 5 minutes of this quarter, they have been unable to really find the ball in their zone outside of one or two opportunities. That one's sent back. Just a missed kick there. Also, one thing, if you can probably hear it through your speakers today, a little bit of a wind factor going on here at King, which is, you know, it's always nice. That's one thing I've always loved about soccer seasons. My 2 years here at HU so far, I always come to these first few soccer games, you know, in some shorts and a nice polo and just kind of relax. It's nice and warm out. Occasionally I'm even sweating as the Foresters go for another goal here. And that was going to just roll outside again. The Foresters chase it down. They still have it.
Had a decent opportunity. We just couldn't get there in time for the rebound.
And the defense, since we have a player down, but the Golden Eagles defense right there.
Some good sportsmanship by Cornerstone there as she picks up the
injured Forester. And the ref did not call time, surprisingly, but she looked to be back on her feet.
That's what you like to see, though. I don't know if we caught that on camera or not, but Golden Eagle went right up to the Forester soccer player and made sure that she was okay. Love to see that around.
And as it's always said, the NAIA, champions of character. But as I was saying before, it's always pretty funny. Like I said, I'm out here sweating a little bit. It's a little hot out today, but when it comes conference tourney time, I'll be out here with this headset on, calling a game in a winter coat and some thermal. And just the kind of, it's Indiana weather. It's going to be cold in about 2 or 3 weeks. It's just something you're going to have to adjust to, and especially these girls practicing in this heat versus when it gets cold towards the end of the season.
It's crazy the shift that you have. Beginning of the year, it's really hot. First couple practice weeks of the year, it's really hot, and then towards the end of the year, it gets really cold, and you have to adjust to that. But mentally tough teams will get through it, come out on top.
Great offense here by the Golden Eagles, looking for something. Another thing going on with champions of character, the Golden Eagles varsity team sitting right in front of the booth here, cheering on their younger teammates and letting them know that they're here. Obviously a little bit of a smaller crowd here today, so just a little bit of noise going in.
And for those who don't know, we do have parents sitting outside the fence, but only HU faculty and students are allowed to come sit during the games, but parents are allowed to sit out there in their lawn chairs and practice safe social distancing.
Good idea, honestly. It might be even a little bit better than the bleachers, a little less toasty.
Right, and it helps to be outside as well. It's kind of an old feeling for the parents. Is I'm sure they've been taking these girls out to their soccer tournaments on the weekends or even during the week, and lawn chairs for any athletic outdoors. It's pretty common to have.
That one's going to be sent back in. The Golden Eagles just kind of controlling the possession. 12:35 remaining. The Golden Eagles up 2-0 right now over the Foresters. Now the Golden Eagles. Oh, now that's a trip there. She gets up just fine, but that's going to be a throw-in for the Foresters. Now, Ryan, even though we are about 12 minutes out to the end of this game, what are some good things you've seen from this young Forester squad so far?
Well, considering it's a rebuilding year, as you said, they finished last in the Crossroads League last year on the varsity squad. Some good things to hear is Cornerstone was about 500 last year, and our team seems to be holding their own. It's the first game of the year. You've got a couple upperclassmen on the JV squad, but also a lot of newcomers, and players are just trying to get experience. So a couple good things that I've seen. They haven't just kept it in their own zone this entire time. Defensively, they're doing everything they can to keep that ball out and have done a pretty good job at it. And the chances that they have had have been pretty close. Maybe throughout the year they can improve on that, and maybe some of those bounces will go all our way instead. So it's pretty encouraging to see that from our quote-unquote minor league system that we're talking about on the JV squad.
And that trip there's going to be no PK there, even though that trip was in the box. That was going to be sent over looking for something. Lots of Golden Eagles right there, a lot of navy blue jerseys. Not very much white until now. That one's going to be sent up there. There's Cotter. She's going to get a good kick there. Can't go offsides. Looking for another good look. Great defense there by the Golden Eagles to stop that run. And what a great ball handling move. Just send that right through the leg of a Golden Eagle. Kickoff there. Looking for something. A little bit of hesitation. She's going to send that in. And another good save there by the Golden Eagles.
That right there kind of went in with what I was talking about. Maybe later in the year as they start practicing and playing together consistently and starting to learn each other to see how they play. Maybe that's a goal halfway through the season.
100%. And I think even another thing is this game, the Foresters had two really good looks, but one went over and one went wide. Focusing on the accuracy a little bit, we could be looking at a 2-2 game here with 10-10 remaining.
And they'll get better.
As you said, there is a learning curve when you move to college. As another great run here. That one's going to be kicked in. And another great stop there by the Golden Eagles, by their sophomore goalkeeper.
Foresters are doing a really good job this quarter as opposed to third quarter before. They're really possessing the ball a lot better inside their, not only their own territory, but Cornerstone's as well. Just trying to create some opportunity. Hopefully they can notch that first goal of the season.
Now Addie Bokema breaking some ankles there by the box. Unfortunately, the Golden Eagles back at the center line. Sends that one up to Sierra Adams. Sierra Adams sends that one up yet again. Looking for anything. The Forest is going to clear that one. Now the Forest have an offensive opportunity for a brief second that just kind of evaporates. Now LaCroix goes for that one. She's going to kick that one out of bounds for a Forester throw-in.
Let's get something going here.
Here comes Madison Poktema, and she's going to take a sub here, and she's going to hand off that penny for that appears to be
Number 3, it looks like it. Or no.
Let's see. And here comes a throw-in from the Foresters. It's going to launch that one right over the head, but it's going to go right to Sierra Adams. Adams going to send that one up. It's
number 30 there for the
That's
Foresters
Alyssa Wells.
That's Alyssa Wells.
Alyssa Wells comes into this game, and it looks like she might take a free kick here. No, she will not. She's going to send that one over for another free kick. 8 o'clock, 8 remaining on the clock.
Got to get something going here. They want to try to notch this up. Got to get something quick.
Even laying a goose egg in the score column today might not be good, so even one goal might be something to boost morale and be something to learn off of. Here comes the Foresters again. They're going to kick that one up. Great header there by the Golden Eagles. And now the Golden Eagles with another offensive opportunity, but 3 or 4 Forester defenders right there ready for it. And that one's going to be sent up. Great kick there. That was a great read there. There was a wide open pass, but the Forester was just right there ready to grab it. That wide open pass into the box, heading to Abby Brokema, was just simply intercepted and stopped what could have possibly been an easy third goal there for the Golden Eagles. Another Forester throw-in. The whistle sounds. Gonna be sent over. A little bit of kickback here. Forester's obviously looking to clear it out of the box. A little bit of a bump there. And the Foresters, like I've said a couple times, but this Golden Eagle defense is something special. Just no opportunities for the Foresters. But here comes another throw-in. And a quick substitution, and that actually will be a Golden Eagle throw-in. That one's going to be sent in. Immediate stop there by the Foresters D. Sends that one up. And the Golden Eagles' time of possession has just been something to admire at this game. As another great opportunity there for Brokema. She's going to send that one up. And another great stop there by the Foresters defense. A little bit of a weak kick there. That one's going to be sent in. The Forester defense looking to grab it yet again. Not quite there. Here comes Maya. Another great stop there by the Forester defense. That one's going to be sent up there. That one was sent to Katie Dorsey. Katie Dorsey sends that one over. Now here comes the Foresters yet again. Another good opportunity just missed as the Golden Eagles grab the ball again. She's going to send that one out.
Just under 5 minutes to go here. Foresters got to really kick it into gear.
Possibly find a gear they didn't know they had yet. And they just need to keep the ball on the side of the field for a little bit. This
game has been controlled by the Golden Eagles, and looking for a call. And that will stay Forester ball. This Golden Eagle defense just working overtime right now.
Cornerstone doing a good job at just kind of just stalling the game out here, keeping the ball, even though it's in Forester possession, just
not near the box.
Out of
that's for sure. It's staying away from the box. It's not letting the Foresters get on an attack. Here comes a nice kick in there. Foresters looking for that. Good pass, wide open shot. Just missed. A little ball handling, miss ball handling, if you will.
Let's get that first one.
And that will go out. And unfortunately now a goal kick under 4 minutes remaining. And another substitution coming in here for the Foresters.
Cornerstone got a couple subs in earlier. Not good news for the Foresters is seemingly they've had a lot of their players stay throughout the course of the game. So Cornerstone's probably more fresh out there and ready to keep the ball out of the zone.
100%. And a great defensive move there by the Golden Eagles. Wide open pass there, just not seen quite yet. That ball's going to be sent way up there to the goaltender.
Launch it.
Goalkeeper. And another opportunity for the Golden Eagles to keep the ball on their side. 3 minutes remaining in this one.
Uh-oh.
That one's going to send into the box. Long kick there. Another great stop there by the Forester goalkeeper, Riley Voss. Riley Voss punts that one. Going to be sent up there about in midfield.
About 2:30 left in this game. Forester's doing a lot better job, though, keeping possession.
I think a good thing, the Foresters, even with their little bit of struggles on offense, you know, there's been quite a few opportunities for the Golden Eagles. Keeping them to 2 goals might just be a blessing, especially once again there was that one goal during the second quarter, I believe, that was just stopped by like 3 Forester defenders when their goaltender fell down. Another great charge here. Here comes the Golden Eagles. 1-on-1. That's a goal! That is a first career goal there for Addie Brookema, senior, actually. So not her first career goal, but 5-3 from Grand Rapids, Michigan gets a goal today.
Just kind of broke down defense there towards the end of this game, seemingly putting this one out of reach for the Foresters. Just broke through the defense there and had a little breakaway. It's not easy for the goaltender to defend a 1-on-1.
Absolutely, and like I said before, you know, that goal's just so large when you're sitting there, you know, the slightest misstep. That's another thing you see like on PKs quite frequently, is they'll fake them out and the goaltender will dive to the one side, then just kind of, you know, tap it in from the other. And the Golden Eagles not letting off the gas as they charge the box. That was going to fall out, and that one will be a free kick for the Foresters. 1 minute remaining. Now here comes Voss. She's going to launch that one. That's going to go straight back to the Golden Eagles. Possibly another 1-on-1. Not there. I was going to be sent out. And she's just going to kick it. And I think she's going to go for a throw-in or a corner here. Golden Eagles not trying. The game's not on the line or anything. So a little bit of just slow speed soccer here. That one's going to be sent up. And a good stop there. Here comes the Golden Eagles. They're going to keep the ball in their territory as the clock just continues to wind down. The Foresters will grab a throw in here.
Should be about it. A couple seconds left. Horn's about to sound.
And there it is. The Foresters get blanked today, unfortunately. 3-0. Put up a goose egg in the score column. But a lot of positive things to see from this very young team. Great defense, but the Golden Eagles' defense became suffocating. Ryan, what were a couple things that you saw today that you liked from the Foresters?
All right, as I mentioned before, it's a lot of these girls' first games here. Good to get that under their belt. A couple of team leaders out there going to kind of work on some of the things around in practice. Couple miscues here and there that turned out to be costly for the Foresters, but nonetheless, I think defensively they did a good job despite the 3 on the scoreboard there. They were seemingly attacked all day long. I think the goaltenders did a pretty decent job as well. Again, being attacked all game long. I mean, just saw a breakaway. But we're going to cap that off with a 3-0 victory for the Cornerstone Golden Eagles out of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And that will do it for our first broadcast of the year. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and we're really excited to have you here and excited for a great year of HU athletics. From King Track and Field Stadium, Carson Watkins, Ryan Walker, this is FDN Sports.